only sang softly, like ASMR style. So like the point would be to like put a sleep or like cast sleeping spells on your enemies. I feel like that would be really cool. Anyway, I have a bunch of dice. I have a bunch of dice. creatures of stone and metal. Though they stand well under 5 feet tall, dwarves are so broad and compact that they can weigh as much as a human standing nearly 2 feet taller. Their courage and endurance are also easily a match for any of the larger folk. Dwarven skin ranges from deep brown to a paler hue tinged with red, but the most common shades are light brown or deep tan. the mark of some foreign house. The sword at his back was the same, though, the one he had carried since even before he had found the twins left in the swaddling at the gates of Arushveum. For all her life, Feride had known that reading her father's face was a skill she'd been fortunate to learn. A human who couldn't spoil the shift of her eyes or have Lars would certainly see only the indifference of a dragon in Glenna's man's face, but the shift of scales, the arch of a ridge, the set of his eyes, the gape of his teeth. Her father's face spoke volumes, but every scale of it, this time, seemed completely still, the indifference of a dragon, even to Faraday. Aaron M. Evans, the adversary. Born of dragons, as the name proclaims, the dragonborn walk proudly through a world that greets them with fearful incomprehension. Shaped by draconic gods or the dragons themselves, dragonborn originally hatched from dragon eggs as a unique race combining the best attributes of dragons and humanoids. Some dragonborn are faithful servants to true dragons, others form the ranks of soldiers in great wars, and still others find themselves adrift with no clear calling in life. That's lovely. I love that. Oh, it gives some name ideas. Let's see if they have any, I don't know, let's see if they're triggering at all. Arjan, Balazar, Barash, Donar, Gesh, Heskin, Grif, Midrash. I don't know if I'm supposed to be rolling my R's, I'm just reading them. Men, Nadar, Benjet, Petrin, Rogar, Shamash, Shedin, Tarun, Dorin, Akra, Biri, Dar, Ferdi, Haran, Havilar, Sherry, Kava, Corin, Misan, Nala, Pera, Rain, Sora, Surina, Tava, and Ujit. I have no idea how to pronounce those, but they're kind of fun. Gnomes, I really don't care about either. I'm so sorry if you're a gnome main. I think it's because, well, first of all, before I say anything, do you think I have tall girl energy or short girl energy? Let me know how tall you think I am in the comments. Don't cheat, because I'm about to tell you. Okay, just think about it for a sec. Tall girl or short girl? Be honest, don't lie to me, okay? I'm 5'1.5". So, obviously, I wouldn't want to be in them. I am realizing that I'm gonna have to edit this video a bit more than I'm used to because I keep bonking the microphone. I'm sorry if I miss one and it does not get edited out. Forgive me, loves. This is a cool image because there's mushrooms. You see that? always scared me. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be neat. Or like Bart or something. Or like, I don't know. Specifically, their fingernails could just be like black like satin. I don't know. I just like, maybe they saved their, I'm gonna like write a backstory for you right now, okay? Maybe this tiefling like saved their baby brother when they were young, because their baby brother like fell into like a pit of lava, and they put their hand in and pulled their hand out, and because of that, their hand was like permanent, turned like burnt really bad, and then maybe they like went to a health person, or like a herbalist or something, and or maybe their mother was a herbalist, and like they ended up having like a spell on their hand where basically their hand is like there but not there because it passed on to like the dead. Like the hand was burned, but like it could just instead look like when you could like talk with your hand, like bits of ash would like float off of it, almost like it was like a ghost hand. Could be cool, just saying. Ooh, tiefling names. Akmenos, Amnon, Barakas, Damakos, Akimon, Iados, Karen, or Keron, Lucis, Malek, Mordai, Morthos. Those are so cool. And then it says virtue names. I don't really know what that means. Reverend Sorrow. It's interesting. Met with mistrust, it says some info here. Ignorant people tend to be suspicious of tieflings, assuming that their infernal heritage has left its mark on their personality and morality, not just their appearance. The reality is that a tiefling's bloodline doesn't affect their personality. They are gifted with magic from the infernal realms, but chart their own course in life. I really do love that. Ooh, what would I be? Okay. Barbarian. A fierce warrior of primitive background who can enter a battle rage. Bard. An inspiring magician whose power echoes the music of creation. I've never played a bard, to be clear. Cleric. A priestly champion who wields divine magic in service of a higher power. Druid. The priest of the old faith. Sorry, excuse me. The priest of the old faith, wielding the powers of nature, moonlight, and plant growth, fire and lightning, and adopting animal forms. Fighter, a master of martial combat, skilled with a variety of weapons and armor. Monk, a master of martial arts, harnessing the power of the body in pursuit of physical and spiritual perfection. Pally, a holy warrior bound to a sacred oath. Pallies are my thing. Ranger, a warrior who uses martial prowess and nature magic to combat the threats of the edges of civilization. A rogue, a scoundrel who uses stealth and trickery to overcome obstacles and enemies. Sorcerer, a spellcaster who draws on inherent magic from a gift or bloodline. Warlock, a wielder of magic that is derived from a bargain with an extraplanetary entity. Or a wizard, a scholarly magic user capable of manipulating the structures of reality. So me personally, I don't like weak, squishy characters, so I would never play a wizard. However, like I would scale mail, setting the tempo for his war chant and exhorting his companions to bravery and heroism. The magic of his song fortifies and emboldens them. Laughing as she tunes her cittern, a gnome weaves her subtle magic over the assembled nobles, ensuring that her companion's words will be well received. Whether scald or scoundrel, a bard weaves magic through words and music to inspire allies, demoralize foes, manipulate minds, create illusions, and even heal wounds. I'm gonna roll a d20 for fun. 15, that's pretty good. I was kinda hoping that during the filming of this, I would roll a d20. Not yet. Maybe I'll do the other ones. Let's roll this one. 16, 15, 16. What about a 17? Oh, another 16. 11. Oh, that's kind of fun. Music and magic. In the worlds of D&D, words and music are not just vibrations of air, but vocalizations with power, all their own. A bard is a master of song, speech, and the magic they contain. Bards say that the multiverse was spoken into existence, and that the words of the gods gave it shape, and that echoes of these primordial words of creation still resound throughout the cosmos. The music of bards is an attempt to snatch and harness those echoes subtly woven into their spells and powers. The greatest strength of bards is their sheer versatility. Many bards prefer to stick to the sidelines in combat, using their magic to inspire their allies and hinder their foes from a distance. But bards are capable of defending themselves in melee if necessary, using their magic to bolster their swords and armor. Their spells lean toward charms and illusions rather than blatantly destructive spells. They have a wide-ranging knowledge of many subjects and a natural aptitude that lets them do almost anything well. Bards become masters of the talents they set their minds to perfecting. From musical performance to esoteric knowledge. Oh, wow. I love this book. I've kind of gone through this book before, but I streamed tonight and we played Animal Crossing for a bit, and it was so flippin' cozy. It was really nice. Oh my god, there's a language. Draconic script. No way, I'm gonna memorize this. I'm gonna memorize this script, this alphabet. I'm doggy-earing this page. By the way, unless a book is like a collector, I'm gonna doggy-ear it. There's languages. Stop it. There's a draconic script. There's elvish script. There's dwarvish script. I don't know which one I want to learn. I kind of want to learn dwarvish, to be honest. If you could learn one of these three, I could memorize these in like an hour. And then I just have to like be good at it. I feel like I would need a different pen to write the dwarvish script than like the elvish. The elvish script I could write with like one of my pens. But the dwarvish, like, they get so much thicker. I don't know if I could show you the difference. Like, you can even just see should do an ASMR video where I set the camera up so you can see what I'm writing. And I could just do like a journal entry for like 30 minutes or something. I think this is officially the longest video I have ever filmed. So, it was requested that I do more talking videos this week, so I got you. I'm gonna roll these d20s again, and hopefully we'll get a 20 on one of them. The brown one. 17, not bad. I promise I will not cheat, and I will tell you actually what they say, because it's so much more fun when you actually get it. The yellow. Oh, it's a 2. That was so close to a 22. The 20 is right next to the 2. When I look over here, I'm looking like at my viewfinder, I guess. Which one do I do next? Do I do the yellow or the green? I'll do the green next. Oh, it fell out of my hand. It's a 15. It doesn't count. If it falls out of your hand, it doesn't count. 6. I should have taken the 15. And the yellow. 3. No. Give me 5. No. 15. Ugh, fine. We won't. I just won't get one. When I start stream, most days we'll start stream by rolling a d20, and it's like, in my brain, I'm like, how is stream gonna go today, you know? And if I roll low, I say to myself, you better make sure stream's good, then you gotta make up for that shitty roll. And then if I roll high, I'm like, well, I don't have to worry about anything, it'll be a good stream. So, it's just kind of funny the way I've like tricked my brain into like making it a good stream regardless. But I think it was on Saturday, I rolled this one, and I got a nat 20 at the beginning of stream, and I was like, it was just like the hype I needed. It might have been Friday, I don't remember, but it was the hype I needed, and it was amazing. Anyways, this is 3. This is the longest video I've ever made on this channel, so I hope you enjoy. If you are still here by the end of it, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you for commenting and being amazing. If you want to support my content behind the scenes, make sure you check out my fan house below. I post, honestly right now, it's a lot of like, daily journals about my to-do list. It's a lot of like updates on what I'm doing in my day, but content that I have done is like, I'll post behind the scenes for when I'm editing a new video, behind the scenes if I have like fun stream stuff that I'm doing. I'm writing a book, so there's gonna be more info on that there first. And if not, then I guess I'll see you when I see you, either on this channel in the comments or live on Twitch at twitch.tv